Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, guys. Okay, I'm just adjusting this. So I am in my kitchen today. First of all, my name is Dawn, and I am with Diamond Dotting Divas. And I am definitely stepping outside of my box a little bit today. We are going to, I'm going to do some cooking, some picnic cooking. And I'm also going to show you a couple of fun ways. Hey, Rachel, I know I popped on a little early. The presenter before me had some issues and, techie stuff and whatever. So I popped on a little early. So welcome, welcome. So today I am going, hey, Pat, going outside of my box. So I'm going to show you some fun picnic food. I was like thinking recipes, food. What am I going to call it? Some fun picnic food. And I'm going to show you some fun ways to display it if you're taking it to a picnic or something like that. Okay, so a little bit of crafting. Hey, Donna. Hey, Patricia. A little bit of crafting, a little bit of cooking. Okay, that's what we're going to do today. And I am in my kitchen, so please, I have a vent right above me, so that's where I'm getting the shadow from. Okay, so wait, you know what? I need to get something out of my fridge here. Let me get this out because I'm going to put this right here. So I'm in my kitchen, so that's why my lighting is a little off today. But you know what? We'll make do. We will make do for sure. Okay, so the first thing I think about, this is good. You guys are going to think I'm silly, and I'm going to definitely show my age. Hey, Chris. Thank you, sweetie. The first thing I think about when I think picnic, because this is because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Andy Griffith Show. Hey, Melody. Big fan of the Andy Griffith Show. So when they all go on a picnic, what do they bring with them? They bring fried chicken. Now, how many of you have made fried chicken lately? Not me. I mean, it's not like something I make all the time, right? So first of all, we're going to get our chicken going, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it, okay? Couple variations on this. You guys probably have your own variation, but I'm going to get it going here. I am right in front of my stove top. All right, so we're going to get that going. And I'm going to use some olive oil. Got a little bit of olive oil here. Going to add some of that in there. Okay, I love olive oil, guys. It's the Italian in me. I love olive oil. I can remember when I was a kid, I'd go to my grandparents' house, and they would have, I don't know if you guys remember this. Thanks, Melody. This is my handkerchief picnic attire, I guess. That's what I was going for. Too bad it wasn't red. Anyways, the olive oil. My grandparents would have the big thing, metal container of olive oil. I don't know if it was a gallon. I'm guessing it was a gallon. But anyways, big metal container of olive oil would always be like right there by the stove. So I'm an olive oil girl. Okay, so we got our olive oil going. I have a mixture. I just put it into a bag here. I have some flour. I added some parsley, paprika, salt, pepper, really whatever you want to add to it, okay? Onion powder you could put, whatever you want to do. Garlic. It's up to you, whatever you want to do with it. And then now, I didn't do chicken pieces. You could definitely do this with chicken pieces. I did chicken tenders, okay? We're more of a chicken tender family than a chicken pieces family. But either way works, although I do like chicken pieces also. So I have had my chicken tenders. Can you see them in here? They have been marinating overnight in, buttermilk. Okay, buttermilk. Now, I don't usually do buttermilk. I don't have buttermilk in the house. So I went online and said, what can I use in substitute of buttermilk? And what it came up with was you can do a tablespoon of lemon juice or a tablespoon of vinegar. I think I even saw a tablespoon or a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And what you do is, the cream of tartar you would dilute with the milk. But the other two, you would put the tablespoon of lemon juice or the tablespoon of vinegar into your measuring cup first, and then fill it up to 1 cup. And that's supposed to be a substitute for buttermilk. So that's what I did. I did the lemon juice thing, okay? So I thought I would try it. I went online and looked up some recipes for fried chicken. I would normally just dredge it. I do use a flour mixture sometimes, or I use a breadcrumb mixture, but I usually just dredge it in egg. So But I thought, oh, I'll try something new since we're doing a picnic today. I'll try something new. Okay, so then I put it in my bag and just shook it up. And then we are going to add these to the pan. Woo! All right, and again, these are just chicken tenders. Okay, and I'm going to show you something fun to do with them later. Okay, so these are just chicken tenders. Okay, and again, you could definitely do, let me get rid of this here before I knock it over, guys. You could definitely do chicken pieces, okay? 100% that would work too. Okay, so I'm going to actually put this up to this burner. I'm going to move it because I'm going to be working in this area up front here. Let me get my stuff out of the way. So yes, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my kitchen this morning. And again, I have a little bit of a thing here because I have my oven is right here on my island. And so I have a vent right there. That's what that is. That's what that is. Let me see if I move this down at all. If you can see me better. I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so that is our chicken. It's going to cook slow. I've just got it on really low because I don't want it popping all over the place here while we're creating. All right, I'm going to get my cutting board that I use here. I have glass cutting boards on my counter that I'm going to use right here in front of you, okay? So we have our main entree. Again, can't think of the word. It's early here, guys. I'm in Arizona. It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm making chicken at 10:30 in the morning. So it's a little early here. So yes, good morning to those of you that are out west with me. Good afternoon to those of you that are out east. All right. So this is my main entree. Okay. Then, thank you guys. Thank you. The Painted Peach. Hello, 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 Maria. Let me see who all's on here with me today. It's a little further away from me today, so I really got to use the glasses. Melody's on. Sharon Anderson's on. Donna. Hello. You use pickle juice instead of buttermilk. That's a good idea. I love pickles. I love pickle juice. Okay, you guys know what I use pickle juice for? This is going to be funny. Oh, wait. I'm hitting buttons I shouldn't be hitting. Hey, Prairie Scraps. Hello. Hey, Julie. I use pickle juice. Okay, I get these horrible cramps in my legs. Like, when your leg just goes like, ah, I get these horrible cramps. Well, when I get one or I feel it coming on, I drink pickle juice. But the only pickle juice I like is Claussen pickles. I love Claussen pickles. And that's the only pickle juice I like. But anyways, I could drink that. And I do. If I feel those cramps coming on, I will drink some of that. Once the pickle jar is empty, we keep the juice in the fridge in case I get one of my cramps and I need to drink it. And it helps. It makes them go away a little quicker than they would go away on their own. So I don't know why. And it might all just be up here. Who knows? Who knows? I've got this on really low so you guys aren't going to even hear it. Okay. So we're going to get started. Let me get... what do I need here? I'm going to get a plate, I guess. That's what I'm getting. Get the plate. Okay, so we've got our main entree cooking. I'm going to show you a side dish in just a second. That's already made. I just want to show you the presentation of it. So now we're going to work on dessert. Let's start with dessert. Hello, let's start with dessert. Okay, so here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make little hamburger cookies, okay? Little hamburger cookies. I made these years ago when my kids were little. I haven't made them since, so wish me luck. Okay, let me get my frosting out of the fridge. Here it is. All right, now I have, excuse me. I have a couple different kinds of frosting this morning, and I'm going to go through them with you and show you what I've got. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Okay. So this frosting is very thick because I did put it in the fridge. This frosting is just powdered sugar and a little bit of milk, okay? And I did want it thick because what I need to do with it, it does need to be thick. I'm going to use a really, really small amount of it today because I'm only making a few. I'm not making a whole pan of them because let's face it, if I make a whole pan, Al and I have to eat them. And I don't want that to be, I don't want us to feel obligated to eat them all. And what else did I do last night? Yeah, 11 o'clock last night. What am I doing? Making chocolate chip cookies for my picnic today. They didn't come out very good though. They taste fine, but they came out flat. Okay, so I have a little bit of frosting in these two bowls, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those in a minute. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. I did wash my hands before we started, guys. So, the good thing about my kitchen is it is small, but everything is right here. Fridge is here, sink's here, it's all right here. Okay, so this is the frosting we're going to use today, and I'm going to show you what other frostings you can do. This kind of frosting works, okay? Now, I was able to find this actually at the Dollar Tree yesterday. I was going to the grocery store and I stopped at the Dollar Tree, and because I thought I remembered seeing that they had those there, and they did, but they don't have a lot of colors. So I needed red, green, and yellow, and they only had red, okay? I had a green one at home by Wilton, okay? So I thought, well, I've got green, so we'll be good. Okay, then you're going to need some decorating tips if you want. You don't have to, but if you want. And by decorating tips, I mean these types of things, okay? You know, like you can get these here, the decorating tips, and then here's the bag that it goes in and stuff like that to make it all cute. So these decorating tips do not fit this large end of the green that I had, of course. Let me scroll this up again. See who all's with me. Hey, Andrea. Hello, Shakib. Hey, Honey and Bear. Hello. So this tube is made by Wilton, and it has a larger end to it. And I'm sure probably the only tips that fit this end are the Wilton tips. Well, I don't have Wilton tips. I have Betty Crocker tips. Well, the Betty Crocker tips don't fit it. But guess what? The Betty Crocker tips fit this one from Dollar Tree. Here's the other thing. This is $1.25 at Dollar Tree. But again, limited colors. They only had, you know, whatever. They didn't have all the colors I needed. $1.25. These I saw at the grocery store yesterday. I was at, where was I at? Safeway. These were $5.99. $5.99 a piece for these. Crazy. I said for $5.99, I'm making my own frosting. So that's what I did. The other thing I did is I did buy a jar of white in case I wanted to just color it. But, yeah. Anyways, I got the white here, but I don't think we're going to use it. So I'm going to put it off to the side. Okay, so that's what we got going. So I'm going to just, for what we're going to do, I'm going to use the bags and cut off the little bottoms. All right, to just to kind of make our own. We're going to wing it. Hey, Teresa. Hello, hello. Hey, Denise. Good afternoon. Good morning, where you're at. Whatever. Yay. Okay, so let me put this here. And you know what? My chicken, I'm going to move. Sorry. Because, you know, it's going to be like the magic of TV. I already have some done for you. So I'm going to get this out of the way. So, yes, I got up extra early and pre-made the chicken, you guys. And I'll show you what we're going to do with it in just a little bit. Okay, so now I can center my little cutting board here right in front of y'all. All right, got my plate, got my towel. Here we go. All right, you need vanilla wafers, okay? Got to have some vanilla wafers. And you need some grasshopper cookies. And you're going to need an egg white. Let me grab an egg. Okay, you're going to need an egg white. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, goodness. Are we ready? Let's see. I don't know. Am I going to be able to do this? Let's see if I can separate an egg right here on TV. On TV. On the computer. Yeah, on TV. Oh, I got it, I think. Yay! Yay! Okay, you'll see me run to the sink quite a bit because I have to keep washing my hands. All right, so we've got our egg white. Let me grab a fork. We're gonna just put that up a little bit. Probably don't even really need to do this. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side for right now. Okay, all right. There is no cooking involved in this one. They're just cute. They're perfect for a picnic, and they're yummy. Most importantly, they're yummy. Okay, so we've got our frostings. I've got 2 little things of frosting here. I am going to use the red like this, but then I have 2 little bowls of white that I made with powdered sugar and milk. Just a little bit, okay? For those of you that just jumped on, hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at. My name is Dawn. I am with Diamond Dotting Divas, and I am... normally you'll see me crafting, but today you're going to see me cooking. Cooking and crafting. We got a couple little crafts that we're going to throw in with our displays. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I just put some food coloring in there. Ooh, I think I put too much yellow. It's kind of orangey. Okay, so here's going to be my yellow, kind of orangey. Okay, and then my green. I actually did not have green food coloring, so we're going to try this. We're going to add some of this to it and see what happens, okay? And remember, this is a Wilton one, and the tips I have didn't fit it, so I thought, well, let's experiment. Okay, this is the place. Here's what I do. When I craft, whenever I do on Facebook with you guys, is an experiment, because any mistakes that are going to happen here with me, and then you guys will see how to make it better. How to avoid what I do or make it better, okay? Hey, Kelly. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're at. Hello. Oops. See, I keep hitting my head. I do have a hood vent above me. I keep banging my head. Oh, that yellow is really bright. It's very, oh, wow. Do you guys see how bright it is? Okay, so I've got yellow, green, I've got red. Okay, so we've got all our colors. We're going to assemble. So you're going to need vanilla wafers, okay? I have generic vanilla wafers, okay? Because, again, grocery store prices are so expensive. A box of vanilla wafers was $6. $6. What the heck is that? Okay, what does this say? This works. This works. Okay, so there we go. We've got some vanilla wafers here in front of us. Now, the other thing you're going to need is grasshopper cookies. These are made by Keebler. There might be some off-brands out there. I don't know. This is what they had at my store. So these are grasshopper cookies. I could just smell them. I could just smell the mint. Oh, it's so yummy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we need tops and bottoms. So I'm going to take all the tops off. It doesn't matter. They're all the same cookie. So I'm just evening out the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Why do I need one more? 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, that's it. Okay. Although this one's kind of broke. I don't like broke. So let's switch it out. When they're broke, you have to eat them. That's the rule when you cook. Something doesn't come out, you gotta eat it. All right. What are we gonna do? First, we need to attach our grasshopper cookie to the bottom. Okay? You can use any of the frosting that you have, okay, to attach it. So I'm going to just use this funky yellow. I'm going to put a little bit on there. Okay. And you want it to squeeze off on the side just a little bit, not a ton. When you put your cookie down on top, you want to be able to see it just a little bit. Okay. All right. So there's our yellow. Now we're going to take our grasshopper and put that on, and you want to squeeze it so you get this. Okay. So let's put this one on. Squeeze it. Now, this is actually something you could have the kids help you do too. Okay, that one I didn't get enough yellow on. So by putting the yellow on like this and squeezing it, it's not going to only add to our decoration that we're trying to make, but it's also going to adhere that grasshopper cookie to the, ooh, that one came out good, to the, what do you call it? Vanilla wafer. Okay? All right. So that's that one. Now we're going to add our top. So now we're going to go with a couple other colors because we want to make sure that our top sticks. So I'm going to do a little bit of green, and I'm going to go into another spot opposite or next to where the yellow was. Okay? So I'm just kind of turning it a little bit and then adding some green. Oop. Okay, so yes, and you could use, of course, it'll just be my husband and I eating these. If I was taking these somewhere, I would be wearing gloves. Okay, but it's just him and I. All right, now I'm going to take the red, and in the area where there is no color, so we've got yellow, green, and then in another section, you want to do the red. Okay, and I'm just taking this. These are the best, I have to say, easiest, because you just squeeze it out. All right, but like I said, my Dollar Tree only had, out of the colors I needed, they only had red. But if you guys are thinking for 4th of July or something, and you're going to be making something, check out your Dollar Tree. They did have blue. They had red, blue, white. Was that all they had? And maybe, you know what, now that I think about it, duh. That might have been the colors they had maybe for the 4th of July. Maybe that's why they only had those colors, and maybe they're only out for the holiday. They also had a bunch of sprinkles too. Okay, so they had a bunch of sprinkles in addition to the frost little things. Okay, so now I'm going to take my top cookie and put that down, and we're going to squeeze it. Okay, because you want some of this frosting oozing out just a little bit out of the sides. Okay, so we're putting this down. So now you're going to have some red, some green, some yellow. Guys, get it? You see what we're making? How stinking cute are these? Do you see them? Okay, I'm getting frosting all over my clean towel here, but that's okay. Okay, look. Do you see my little hamburgers? Okay, now this is where we need our egg white, and I know it's not cooked. I know, I get it. For me, it won't kill you. That's what I say. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush, a little bit of egg white, okay, and you just need a very small amount. I mean, just enough to get it damp. You could use something else if you want. Okay, I mean, like that egg white I broke. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I brushed on our little bit of egg white. And I mean, really, it's just a small amount. You don't need a lot. And then I have some sesame seeds that we're going to sprinkle on top. Okay, ooh, that one's not, see, I had so little that one's not even sticking. All right. Now let me think. We've got time today. We've got time. Okay. Look how cute these are. Can you guys see them? Let me hold it up. If I could pick it up without making it a mess before it dries. Okay. There is our little hamburger. So the green is the lettuce, the red is ketchup, the yellow is mustard. The grasshopper cookie is our hamburger, and the 2 vanilla wafers is our bun. How stinking cute are those? Hey, Marcia. Hello, hello. Who else is on? Terry, or Texie's Treasure Chest. Hey, Robin. Hey, Kelly. Hey, guys. Okay. How cute is that? These are little hamburgers. All right. Now we're going to have some extra time here today. Let me think. Hang on just a second. I'm looking. Okay, so I have this long platter. It's very small. Okay, but I was looking for, hang on. I was looking for, you know, so things that you could like then display it in. Now, a picnic. We're going on a picnic. A picnic could be, it could be in your backyard, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're having to go somewhere. It could be definitely be in your backyard. But look, woo! So you got it, then your frosting will eventually set. So these will be easier to pick up. Okay. But look at how cute. If you have like, a platter or some long dishes or whatever. Okay, let's get this one out of the way. And look at our little hamburger bar. Can you guys see it? How stinking cute are these? Okay, would the kids not love these? Hey, Cheryl. Now, I haven't made these in years. I haven't made these since my kids were little. So it's been years. My kids are now 26 and 29. So it's been a long time. But I was thinking picnic, and I told my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, remember those hamburger cookies we used to make? They were so cute and so fun. So that's where it came from. All right, so there's our hamburger cookies. We're going to put those back here. Okay, they're going to be in our done pile back there. Now, you see how little I made of this, and I have so much left, so much left over, you guys. So much. So I'm going to just put this all to the side. For right now. I only made, what did I make? 6 of them. And again, if you were to use the whole package of, say the whole package of grasshopper cookies, let's see how many are in here. 10 servings per container, and there's 4 cookies per serving. So that's 40 cookies. So 40 cookies would get you 40 sandwiches, 40 little burgers. So out of one of these, you could get, right, Brenda, aren't those fun? You could get 40 cookies, okay? And then I'm sure there's got to be at least 80 in here. Makes about 10 servings per container. Serving size is 8 cookies. So there is 80 in here, give or take. They probably go by weight. And accounting for the ones that break that you have to eat. You may or may not get 80 out of there. So between the box of vanilla wafers and the package of Keebler grasshoppers, you will get approximately 40 cookies. Okay, so that's not bad. Not bad. It's quite a few. If you were having a little picnic or whatever, that's a lot of cookies, because I have to tell you, they're yummy. They are yummy. But it's, how those grasshopper cookies are. It's like, how many can you eat? Because they're probably a little rich. So anyways, okay, let me just get this stuff out of the way. Okay, something else that what are these? Sesame seeds. Let's get those out of the way. Something else that I pre-made yesterday was deviled eggs. I made deviled eggs. Now, I don't know how you guys all make deviled eggs. I just do a very generic, probably the way most people do them. I don't know. I put the yolks in, mayonnaise, mustard, salt, pepper. What else did I put in? I don't remember. That might be it. Hi, Kari. Hello. Thanks, Deborah, for spreading the blessings. I love that. Thank you. We love when you guys spread the love. Thank you so much. So I just made regular old deviled eggs. Okay, like you get whatever your recipe is. But then, you know what? More and more eggs now. Remember, eggs used to only come in, they were always coming in those styrofoam containers. Well, now more and more they're coming in these, right? Which I love. I love. And so look what I did. I took the cardboard egg carton and I painted the bottom red, top white. I took my red gingham ribbon. Okay, remember I told you we're going to be crafting and cooking. So red gingham ribbon, and just glued it around the top here. Okay, and a little ribbon at the top. Now here's something else you can add. If you have any of these little tags, which I just happen to have a whole bunch, I wrote on there eggs. Oh, I could have put deviled eggs, but I just put eggs for now. And then I have a little piece of twine here. Grab my scissors. Little piece of twine. That goes in my oven and my stove. Okay, little piece of twine. I could take this. How cute is this to bring to somebody's picnic? Okay. I'm just going to tie it to this ribbon on the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to tie the tag. I was just making the tag when I got the message that they had asked me to come on a little early, so that's why my tag's not on, but it's okay. We're all good. All right. So there's my tag. How cute is this to bring to a picnic? Okay? And then they're like, okay, great. What is this? Okay, thanks. It says eggs, Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing this carton of raw eggs. Thank you. Yeah, great. What am I going to do with these? Oh, yeah, you never do. So look at this. Now, when you open it, here are your deviled eggs. Check it out. Okay, I don't have a dozen in there. I won't say that maybe somebody ate one yesterday while they were making them. Oh, not me. Okay, check it out. Check it out. There's my deviled eggs. Okay, who doesn't love a deviled egg? The only thing is, I did notice that it's easier. We'll use this here. Easier to get them out with a fork, because you can kind of get the fork into the side and pull them up. Right, Terry? Isn't this a cute idea? Isn't this cute? Oh my God, and I love a deviled egg. And then I put a little paprika on top. Okay. Oh my God, guys, it's so good. Now here's the thing. As I'm eating in front of you, we're having a picnic. Hey, Carol. Hey, Dawn. Okay. Aren't these cute? Isn't this a cute presentation? Here's the thing. I pre-made them last night, but I, of course, wanted to put them in the fridge. So there are a couple tips on this. I wanted to put them in the fridge. So if I go like this, it's all good. The tops don't touch, but it has these holes in the top. I wanted it to be airtight because I'm putting them in the fridge. I didn't want the air in there. I wrapped it in foil, or you could use plastic wrap. So if you're going to make them ahead of time, put them in your container and wrap them. Wrap something around, or, you know, put them in the fridge. Wrap something around it to make it airtight until you need them like the next day. Okay? Tip number 1. Here's tip number 2. Eggs fit better into a carton this way. Let me grab an egg. I just happen to have a hard-boiled egg. I always have hard-boiled eggs in my fridge. Okay? So sometimes when I make deviled eggs, I cut the egg white this direction, you know? This way. No, I did not. I did not, Dawn. And I guess you could. I mean, I don't know what you would use for it. Or you could probably put, you know what you could put in there? The little mini cupcake liners. Okay, that would work. Little mini cupcake liners would work in each of these things. That's a good idea, Dawn. I didn't. It's just me and my husband. I don't care. Now, if I was taking this somewhere, I would probably have thought of that. But I knew I was only making them for us. So, yeah, I was like, whatever. Whatever. We've eaten more stuff in our 60-plus years of life that, you know, we're all good. But the little mini cupcake liners, I think, would be perfect in there. And then you'll pop your egg in. Okay, so usually when I make a deviled egg, I slice it this way. Okay, see my eggs shaped that way, right? Because I'm putting them in the carton, an egg fits better straight up and down, right? The tall way. So when you're making your deviled egg this time, cut your egg white this direction. Okay, do you know what I mean? So that you have, yeah, none of you were coming over today for lunch, so I wasn't really worried about my fingers and stuff. If you guys were coming over for lunch today, I would have been more careful. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so it's the tall way. So cut your egg this direction so that it fits in here better. Okay, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? All right, and then I did have to kind of use my fork a little bit last night when I was putting them in to, you know, level them out. But if you were using the little cupcake liners, I'll bet that would help. All right? Okay, so there is my idea for that. Yeah, I think the cupcake liners would be a good thing. That's a good idea. Thank you, Dawn, for making me think of that. Thank you, thank you. All right, so there you go. So you put that all in there. Get yourself some red gingham ribbon. You know where you can get that at, Dollar Tree. Okay, tie some red gingham on there. Okay, pre-paint your egg carton. Make sure you get a cardboard egg carton, of course. Pre-paint it, paint it whatever colors you want. I just did the red and white for a picnic. And then, of course, I added a little bling because, you know, we are diamond dotting divas. We got to add bling to everything. So I added a little bling to my tag. And there you go. You could have very colorful liners, too. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You might even find some liners out there that are the gingham, that are like a picnic theme or something. You know, you may even find those out there somewhere. Who knows? There's so much stuff out. Okay, but I love this idea. I can't wait till somebody invites me to a picnic now because this is what I'm bringing. Now I got to go get mini liners. I gotta go. Actually, we have a 4th of July. Oh, I should save this carton I'll have to see if I could wipe it out. I'm sure I could wipe it out. And then I'll get liners. We have a 4th of July picnic coming up here at the where I live in our clubhouse. So I already had something in mind I was going to bring, but I might be bringing these too, just because they're so darn cute. There you go. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got our deviled eggs. We've got we've got our little side dish. We have our dessert. Ooh, got frosting on here. Look, I see it. Frosting gets everywhere. We have our dessert of the little cookies. Okay. And then remember at the beginning of the show when I popped on, we were doing chicken. Okay, so let me get the chicken. It was cooking and oh look, it's done. Isn't that amazing how quick it's done? Oh my gosh, there it is, it's done. So here's my chicken tenders that I did, okay? See my chicken tenders? Don't they look yummy? Couple ideas that you can do with those chicken tenders, okay? So the kids would love this, okay? You could take your chicken tenders and, of course, put them on a skewer. These are just wood skewers that you can get, wherever. But check this out. You could have little dipping sauces, right? Little honey mustard, ranch, whatever you want, and have your little thing on a skewer. How easy is this to eat at a picnic? The other thing here with chicken, let's talk and have lunch. The other thing too with chicken is it's delicious hot or cold or warm or whatever. So you could make these again the night before, pop them in your fridge. Who doesn't love cold chicken? My husband. My husband doesn't like cold chicken. He doesn't like cold pizza either. I love cold chicken. I love cold pizza. So we're all good. Okay. So here's what you could do. Put them on skewers. Arrange them on a little platter. Take them to your picnic. You're good to go. Put a fun little ribbon underneath. Okay? A little gingham ribbon. Tie it underneath on the skewer. On your platter. And how stinking cute would those be? Alright? So you got chicken on a stick. Sorry, I'm eating. Gotta do all this, Alright, here's what else we're going to do. I'm going to put my chicken here. Right there for a minute. We are going to, I need some wax paper. We're going to make little chicken sandwiches. Little sandwiches, okay? So we're going to take some wax paper. Now, I haven't done this in a long time. Got some wax paper. I need some pickles. And I need mayonnaise. Okay, so here's my pickles. What time is it? Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm going to be done early, guys. We're going to just have to sit and chat. Got some mayonnaise. Got some pickles. I need a paper towel. I was all worried I wasn't going to get all 3 things in, and here I am. Here I am. Okay, I'm going to open up our pickles, maybe. Oh. Open our pickles. I'm going to just take a couple out, and I'm going to put them on my paper towel because I don't want them dripping. This is what the paper towel is for. I'm just using, what do I got here? Vlasic hamburger dills. You could use whatever kind of pickle you want. Like I said, I do love Clausen, but I need them this kind of a shape, and these were in the fridge, so we're all good. Okay, so you're going to take some pickles, put them on a paper towel so they're not drippy. Okay? Let me put my egg away that I got here before. It's hard-boiled, but I'll knock it down. It'll be rolling on the floor. Then I'm going to grab some hot dog buns. Hot dog buns. Hot dog buns. Okay, now I'm going to take some hot dog buns. We're going to just take one for right now. Now, you can make these as big or as small as you want. Here's my thing. When I go to a picnic, there's so much food. I like little bits. I like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so I get to try everything. Okay, so even like when you go and there's hamburgers and hot dogs, and once I eat a whole hamburger, I'm done. I can't eat anything else, So I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, cut that in half. So we're going to get 2 out of this. Okay, so there's my little hot dog bun. I'm going to open that up. Let me grab a knife. See what I say about my kitchen? Everything is right here. Now, It works perfectly because I'm the only one in here. Put 2 of us in here and we're like bumping butts, okay? I'm gonna add some mayonnaise. Now, if you don't like mayonnaise and you'd rather do honey mustard or something like that, it's all good. So what I'm doing is I'm making a knockoff of all the chicken sandwiches that are out on the market now, okay? I think, who was the first one to come out with it? Popeyes, maybe? Popeyes did their chicken sandwich, and then I think Wendy's has one. I think, I don't know, KFC for sure has one. They all have their chicken sandwiches. I'm sorry, I keep drinking because I'm eating here, and that's what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my little chicken strips that I made, and I am going to cut it in half. Now, this, of course, would be much harder if you did regular chicken pieces. Okay, now this will work because I'm doing chicken, because I did chicken tenders. Okay, so I'm going to take a pickle. Oh, let's use a big pickle because this will fit right there. I'm going to take my pickle and I'm going to make my little sandwich. Okay, got it? Doesn't that look yummy already? Right? Who's getting hungry? Who's getting hungry? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Doreen. No pickles on yours, please. Okay, gotcha, Deborah. Gotcha. Hey, Lisa. Hey, guys. Doreen, Penny. Hello. I got to see who else watching. Judy. Hey, Judy. Miss you, girl. Hey, Dawn. That container will keep the eggs cold longer. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay, good to know. We're going to go over real quick what we've made for those of you that are just hopping on. Okay. Do you guys remember when I was younger, we didn't have all the fancy Ziploc bags and all that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, you could definitely. Okay, so yes, you could put a bunch of these on a platter and a toothpick, whatever. Now, I'm thinking about if I'm taking these somewhere, or say we're going to the park. Okay, we're going to go to the park and do a little picnic. Okay, my little paper here is too long, so I'm going to trim it a little bit, just a little bit. So when I was younger and I would bring lunch to school, we didn't have the fancy bags, Ziploc bags, a million different sizes, all that kind of fun stuff. My mom used to wrap my sandwiches in wax paper. Do you got any of you remember that? So we would roll the top like that, so you have like a little seam, and then you'd fold it over like this and like this. Does anybody remember this besides me? Hey, Larry. Hello. Hey, from Salt Lake City. Hey, girl. I'm in Arizona. Okay. So there we go. Now, if I'm taking these somewhere and I want them to be all nicely, little presentation is everything. Okay, so here we go. I've got my twine. Okay, this is just like that baker's twine. Guys, you could find this everywhere. I think even Dollar Tree has it. I don't know. I've had it in my stash for a long time, so I can't even really tell you where it came from. I've got all different colors, but you can get it everywhere, and it's just fun to use. Fun to use, okay? So here we go. I've got my little sandwiches. Now just think, if you were going to make a variety of sandwiches, like chicken and a lunch meat, and sometimes foil. Yes, right? Right. Oh my God, see, Penny remembers. Penny, we're showing our age, girl. Showing our age. Okay, I didn't do a very good wrap job. I haven't done this in a million years. Wrapping with wax paper. Okay, so there's that. Oh, who knew? I just happen to have a tag. So I have a tag and it just says Chix on it. C-H-I-X. That's all I put on there. Okay. If you're real clever, or if you have stamps, like rubber stamps, you could, if you have a little stamp of a chicken, you could stamp a little chicken on there. Wouldn't that be cute? And then, of course, I added some bling. Why? Because we are Diamond Dotting Divas and we add bling to everything. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to, oh goodness. I'm going to put this in here. Now, the little tags would be great if you have a variety of sandwiches that you're bringing. And you could definitely make this go over, again, the other direction. Okay, so I could do that. And then let's see if this will reach. It will. And I could tie it then again around the back to hold it even better. Now, here's the only thing. Oh, these will come off. You'd be able to slide this off. I was going to say, you better have a scissors at your picnic. But no, these will slide right off. Because it's, yeah, they're already, okay? How cute is this? There is my little chicken sandwich, right? Stinking cute. Okay, hang on a second. Now just think, if you made, like I said, a bunch of different kind. I was looking, somebody said about putting the fun, like the cute little toothpicks in them, but I thought I had some here, but I guess I don't. Bummer. Hang on, I'll be right there. I'm coming. All right, so I don't have the fun fancy toothpicks, okay, but I've got regular toothpicks, so we'll do like a little tray here, just because I have an extra bun. Whoops. I have an extra bun. All right, so we've got our little tray of burgers. Let's see what we could use. I should have pulled out plates before. Okay. Here, we're going to pretend now this one's at our house. Okay, so I'm pulling out this little guy right here. And he's red. Okay, so we're going to use this little guy. All right, so now we're going to pretend this is if I'm going somewhere. Even if you're not, how cute would these all be on a stack? And then as everybody comes through the line, they've got their little sandwich. And again, you could make it a whole bun. You know, for me, myself, I just love little things. I just think little is cute too. And then everybody can kind of go through and get what they want. Make sure they like it. And then if they want more, they can go back for seconds. You know what I mean? I'd rather have them come back for seconds than leave that whole sandwich on their plate because they didn't like it. You know what I mean? Okay. So here we go. I'm going to take my piece of chicken, put that in there. Add my pickle. Although I saw, was it Deborah? Deb? Somebody said no pickles. Oops, sorry. Okay, so now we've got that. And I happen to have these sandwich picks. They're not fancy though. They're not fancy. They don't have the little fancy thing at the top. So that would be very cute. Okay, and you could so put one here. Okay. And then let's add something to that. Oh, I've just got all kinds of stuff here. Now, here's the funny thing. When you guys all log off today, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to be here all by myself with all this food. Okay, look at this. Okay, you could have a bunch of sandwiches just like that. And look how big this looks on here, this little sandwich. It's a half a sandwich, half a chicken tender, and a half a hot dog bun. And look how big it looks up there, right? And just think if you had like a platter of those or a platter of the wrapped ones. I like the wrapped ones, okay? I like the wrapped ones because it's just, I think, easy to pick up, fun to unwrap, fun to have the little tags, okay? So we're going to go over, what time is it? We're almost done. I'm going to show you guys quickly what we've done for those of you that hopped on late. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. And I guess I'm having lunch when we're done here because I have all this food. My husband left a little while ago to go meet a friend for lunch. And they're going to my favorite place, Portillo's, which is a Chicago restaurant. For those of you that aren't from that area might not know what it is, but it's an amazing Italian beef restaurant. And he's like, do you want me to bring you something? I'm like, yes and no. No, because I have so much food that's going to be left here that I'm going to be making. So, yeah, no. Okay, so those of you that jumped on late, look at what we have done for our picnic, guys. Look at this. So we started with our main entree. Our main entree was chicken, okay? Oops, where am I at? You can't see my chicken. I did chicken tenders. You could do chicken on the bone. You could do whatever, you know, whatever. Chicken thighs if you're a chicken thigh person. But I did chicken tenders. That's what we like. I used a flour mixture of flour, salt, pepper, paprika, and I let them soak overnight in buttermilk. And then I just put them in the bag, shook them up, and fried them in olive oil, okay? Now, a couple ways you could do it. You could do chicken on a stick with a skewer, okay? So you could add your chicken, this is a half a strip. I already took a bite out of it. Half a strip on a skewer, put some dipping sauces. I would tie a little bow down here at the bottom, like a gingham bow or whatever your theme is for your picnic. Tie a little bow on here and then spread them out on a platter and they would be beautiful. Chicken tastes good cold or hot or warm or whatever. So that's a good go-to thing, okay? Hi, Diane. Hello. Hey, Mama P. Mama P is up next after me, guys, so be watching for her. She's going to... Mama P, I'll be done in 3 minutes, girl. Okay, so that was a chicken. Now, also with the chicken, I did a half hot dog bun. You could do these on a platter. Half a hot dog bun, mayonnaise, a pickle. I just put a little sandwich toothpick in there with an olive, and you could do that. Or you could take your half a sandwich and wrap it in some wax paper, add a little tag to it. Whoops, there we go. That says chicks or whatever you want on there. Say you're doing ham sandwiches, you're doing tuna. You can mark all your little sandwiches like this. People can pick what they want. I did half a sandwiches. You could do a whole sandwich. Hot dog buns. I love a sandwich on a bun, on a hot dog bun or a hamburger bun. Okay, but the hot dog bun just fits the size of the tender. So that's why I went with it. Okay, and I like halves because this way you get to sample a little bit of everything and then you could always go back and get more. Okay, so there's our main entree. Then our side dish. Our side dish, I made deviled eggs last night. Here's my container. I just did a little tag, says eggs. Of course, there's some bling on there. This is great to bring to somebody's barbecue. You bring this, look at the presentation. Presentation is everything, guys. Check this out. Oh yeah, Hawaiian bread would be amazing. I agree, Kari. Good thinking. Good thinking, girl. The little dinner rolls would be perfect because they're small. You could wrap them. Yep, those are yummy. And I think they have hamburger buns too. Okay, so now when you unwrap it, what's inside? My deviled eggs. My deviled eggs are inside here, okay? Rewatch and it'll tell you about how I cut these to make them, so to make sure they're the right way, going the right way. So rewatch the replay and you'll see that. And then we also talked about lining these with the mini cupcake liners. I don't have any, but mini cupcake liners would be great to line these with first. And then the first thing we did, or second thing we did at the start of the show, was we made little hamburger cookies. Can you guys see those? Hamburger cookies, vanilla wafers, grasshopper cookies grasshoppers is the hamburger portion. I've got a mess to clean up in here. Grasshoppers and vanilla wafers, and then frostings and sesame seeds, and there you go. You've got little cookies that look like hamburgers. All right, there we go, guys. I did it. I did it. Woo! Okay, so we've got our entree, we have a little side, and we have our dessert. Look at that, all in 45 minutes. Woo! I'm sweating, guys, I'm sweating. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. You guys have a great day. Happy Sunday. Make it a great day, okay? Only you can make it a great day. So make it a great day. Happy Sunday. Go on a picnic. Make some fun picnic food. Enjoy. Be happy. And be sure to stick around because Mama P is up after me. So stick around to see what she's going to bake. I'm going to be watching her while I'm cleaning up my kitchen here, okay? So I got a mess going on. And I think I'll be having me a little sandwich or two while I'm watching her. All right, guys, have a great day. Please follow me on Diamond Dotting Divas. We would love to have you. We do all kinds of fun things. I don't normally cook. This is a little out of my box, although I love to cook. But please join us on Diamond Dotting Divas. Hey, Renee, and we will see you all really soon. Bye, everybody.